You can have a sealed lava tube, radiation shielding, breathable air on Mars. None of it works without one thing underneath all of it: power. Cut the power and the habitat is just a hole in the ground. The obvious answer is solar. Mars gets roughly 40% of the sunlight Earth does, and that's on a good day. Every few years, a dust storm grows big enough to wrap the entire planet and block out the sky for weeks at a time. In 2018, a storm like that ended NASA's Opportunity rover. Its solar panels simply went dark and never recovered. You cannot run life support on a power source that fails exactly when a colony needs it most. If you want the real engineering behind Mars survival, not the movie version, subscribe. That's this whole channel. NASA's answer is nuclear, a compact fission reactor called kilopower, tested on Earth in 2018 using a uranium core about the size of a coffee can. One unit alone isn't enough. A Mars crew needs roughly 40 kilowatts, so the plan is to land 4 or 5 reactors together. Enough power to run day and night, dust storm or not, with no dependence on the sun at all. That power doesn't just run lights, it runs life support, it runs the equipment pulling oxygen and water out of the ground, and it runs something people underestimate: growing food, which turns out to be one of the most power-hungry problems on the whole planet. Here's the problem. You can't just plant a garden in Martian dirt. The regolith is loaded with perchlorate salts, up to about 1% of it by weight, a compound that's toxic to both plants and people. So the first Martian farms won't use soil at all. Aeroponics suspends the roots in air and mists them with a nutrient solution on a timed cycle, no dirt and far less water than even hydroponics needs. Researchers are also testing something stranger: bacteria that consume perchlorate directly, breaking it down into harmless chloride and water as a byproduct. If that scales up, it could eventually turn poisoned regolith into real plantable soil. None of it is free. Every grow light, every misting pump, every square meter of vertical farming draws straight from the same 40 kilowatt budget as the reactors upstairs, which means food and life support are competing for the same electricity. Which is why power comes first in every serious Mars plan. Habitat, food, water, breathable air, they're not separate problems. They're all just different ways of spending the same kilowatts. Get the power and the food right, and you've got a colony that can actually outlast its first year. Next up, what it costs a human body to even get there in the first place. What part of surviving Mars do you want covered next? Tell me in the comments and subscribe.